Hello, friends. Those back pages here. I hope you're well. There's a lot been going on lately, I suppose. First, I want to thank you all for your tremendous showing of appreciation and support for the last episode, which is something I felt compelled to make because of some recent ongoings. So I thought it was a good idea to go ahead and put that out without any audio. And I'm very happy to see that you guys appreciated it. Now, with everything that's going on in the world, the current situation, try not to use any hot keywords to set people off. I just want to reiterate that it's okay to not be okay during these trying times. As I'm recording this, I'm fortunate enough to have quite a few friends that are not only my friends, but many of them are at the Dallas Card Show. And they're having a great time. Sending me pictures of pickups and text messages, they're such and such and so, and oh, look at these cards. All that good stuff that, keeps the hobby going. Very thankful for them. I sincerely do wish I was there, and I am incredibly green with envy. But with everything going on in the world, I made the decision a while back that I would not be able to make it, and that's okay. If I was in a few hours drive, I would most definitely be considering going. Having said that, I am really starting to get concerned about the show next year. It's something I try not to think too much about because it brings me down to think about it. Brings me down plenty to think about how I wasn't able to, anyone was able to go this year, this calendar year, this awful 2020. F2020, as a lot of us, hashtag F2020, as a lot of us like to say. So, I wasn't even going to make an episode today. I was going to take some time off. But I really do enjoy interacting with you guys, my fellow collectors. As I've said before, and I'll say it again, plagiarizing the late John Lennon. I am you, and you are me. Or how's it go? I am you, and you are me, and we are all collectors. Whether it's $88 or 2020 Tier 1. Doesn't matter. Anyone watching this, pretty much anyone watching this, is a collector. And I am glad that you are here. I started off this video with a clip from a band. Last time I said nobody. One of you guys called me out. Rightfully so, because he had heard of Jason Molina and Magnolia Electric Company. But this band that opened tonight's episode is still around, and I guess more quote-unquote popular than the other band I just mentioned, but certainly not nearly as popular as they should be in America, and that's Travis. Not Travis Tritt, just Travis. They're from Glasgow, and they were Coldplay before Coldplay was Coldplay. So I guess that's the way I'll put that. Fran Healy, the lead singer. The biggest trick they played on you is to think that the show wouldn't go on without you. And the show is the hobby. And the hobby is always going to go on. No matter how you or I feel about it, the hobby will continue. Whether it will continue in an upward trend, tomorrow never knows. Boy, I'm just full of puns today. But one thing is for certain, we'll all be collecting. They're not stopping. The companies are not going to stop putting out product. Many of us can't afford what's, being put out right now, and that's okay. Like Prism Football should be out next week. I saw last night, the Fanatics exclusive blaster was put on the website at $49.99. Sold out in about 3/3 of a second, thanks to the bots. But that's the time we live in. Eventually, the quote-unquote sneakerheads and flipper boys, or whatever the terminology they're using for these people, eventually they'll stop making enough money to give a damn about, wiping the shelf, flipping it on eBay. And that works twofold. If you think about it, if you don't have a job, if you're not working right now because of the pandemic or whatnot, and you buy a blaster for 20, 22 with tax, whatever, and then you sell it for 30, fees, blah blah blah, but something is something. So you do that enough times, you make something. You scratch out, I guess not a living, but scratch out some income, and that's fine. Not everyone is innocent. There are people buying this. If they would stop buying it, then of course the demand would go down, right? Sounds pretty simple to me. So before I get to that, I picked this up at the Target, the local Target. This is an LED desk lamp that has a base. Probably weighs about a pound. It's not very heavy. It's got you can position the neck however you want. It's a plug-in. There's the cord, traditional plug-in, but I just wanna hold on a second. Alright. This is the LED. So it's pretty bright, right? It's not as good as the other. I have a different LED light bulb in my regular lamp. I have a daylight, I think it's called, and you can tell the difference. The lighting is better on the other lamp, but with the light bulb, but that's still pretty good, right? Like that has I think that just the one now is obviously better, but again, this was $7. That was my point. And this was $7 at the Target. And I think a Target makes it, so they sell it for whatever they want to sell it for. But for $7, another light source, why not? So, the major influence, excuse me, for tonight's episode is I got in a piece of mail today. And I was not expecting this. And it's a care package from a friend of mine, Garrett Card Cutter, here on YouTube. If you don't know who he is, you really need to go check him out. But at this point, I couldn't see why you don't know who he is. But the reason I wanted to make this video is because he wrote on here, "No video needed." He wrote that on the bubble mailer. Now, to me, that means video is needed. Now, obviously, whenever someone is gracious enough to send me a care package, I always ask them ahead of time, hey, is it alright if I open that live on video? Open it live on video. And they say, of course. Or a couple people have said no. They wish I didn't, and I didn't. And that's fine. But I just think it's funny because Garrett didn't ask me. Didn't say he was going to send anything, so this game is a surprise. And the mailbox, because I wasn't expecting any mail. But, you know, to know Garrett is to know he doesn't listen, but I say that jokingly in a good way. Now, Garrett is a perfect example. We could tell a little bit about Garrett myself. He spoke about this, I think, in his last video or in person. Like, well, as I say in person, but on the internet. And Garrett and I are almost polar opposites in just about every aspect of life you can discuss, or think of, or discuss. We don't share, you know, we're on the other side of the table for politics. We're brought up totally differently. Different parts of the country, but we're both Americans. We, you know, he is almost like a TTM god, legend for Through the Mail. I don't really care about autographs. I have some, obviously, but I don't really focus on autographs. A lot of my friends do. Some of them keep pushing them on me when they know I don't really care about them. But not Garrett, but other people. You know, we have different education, different backgrounds, but yet, you know, we talk. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. So yeah, we come from totally different backgrounds and everything. But yet, you know, we talk at least every other day, I would say. I mean, various forms of online communication. And so yeah, he sent me this, and I honestly have no idea what's in it, but when he said no video needed, you know, I'd gotten the mail, went for my walk, and when I was walking, I'm like, wait a minute, this will make a decent video, decent discussion that, you know, we don't, you know, we all have collecting in common, and that's a good thing. You know, we don't have to discuss the other stuff, politics, religion, and whatnot, third-party grading, as I like to joke. But we can. We can all have opposite views, but we can all get along. It's called being an adult. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get along with everybody. That's just not realistic. And that happens too. So, let's go ahead and open this up and see what's in here. Get out the letter opener. Some of you are a fan of, including myself. So let's see what's in here. Oh, we got Project 2020. Project 2020. Let's see. Merry Christmas, my friend. Christmas purchase is going out a little early this year. Alright, let's see what this is here. Oh, wow. Look at that. Bob Gibson. Gregory Siff, I believe. Yes, Gregory Siff, Bob Gibson. Did not have that one. Thank you, sir. Put that right in the collection. Let's see. Oh, nice. Rochester Willie Mays. Big fan of this one. I like this one a lot. I think he really... Rochester started coming into his own when he put this one out. This is number 101. Of course, this is a snap tight because, you know, pandemic and plastic supplies and everything else. I don't think the Gibson is in a generic one touch, which is fine. And then you can see the snap tight is much smaller both ways around. But you know, that's tops. Tops is gonna tops. All right, let's see what's in here. Trying to I was gonna rip this open, but I might have knocked the tripod over. We don't need to do that anymore. Oh wow. Oh wow. Look at that. Oh, there's more in here. Love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Wow, look at that. From the 2019 Topps Holiday. Mike Trout in a fine 9. Mint 9. Fine 9. And a sweet, sweet custom that goes right into the PC. That is awesome. Oh man, that's great, man. That is great. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for adding to the collection. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's episode. I am very appreciative of you spending your time with me telling my stories and things. Remember to always be kind, keep learning, share your knowledge, and cherish your collection.